I am so excited to be the owner of this home. I really just can't state how excited I am. Hello and welcome to my channel, Cait Makes. Big changes have happened. I am now a first-time homeowner. I am in my new home and I'm in a new state. I'm in Washington State now and I could not be happier. I am absolutely thrilled. So excited. With that said, this channel is going to have a lot more home content on it now. I'm still going to be sewing, but I really want to share all the DIYs and all the renovation and all of the gardening and yeah, just all the many projects that I have planned for this home. I wanted to give you a quick, mostly empty house tour before the movers show up tomorrow morning. So quick overview, this is a 1938 brick home with so many of the original sweet and charming and lovely details still intact. I am going to be keeping absolutely as much of that as possible and adding my own personality and flair to everything. But I wanted to give you guys a quick walkthrough and kind of tell you what my general ideas are for the space to get you excited about it since I'm so excited about it and just to bring you along on the journey from as close to day one as possible. So let's go through the house. Kobu's probably going to be talking to you throughout, so my apologies. But this is the little entryway nook. Everything's really echoey right now, just because there is nothing in here. But the original beautiful wooden door, original chandelier, and all the wood trim, this cute little alcove. So absolutely love this entryway. I want to do something kind of dramatic in here. I really want to keep this original chandelier. I know it's not to everyone's taste, but I love it. But either way, I want to do something kind of, you know, bold and dramatic in this tiny little space because I think that would be really fun. Then we come into the living room, which has my, you know, makeshift couch and dog toys and dog bed and things. This is just how I've been living for, you know, about 5 days before all my stuff got here. But this is the main living area. This is a working fireplace. Right now it's a gas fireplace, but it does have a real chimney and we're hoping to maybe convert it to actual wood burning. I'm absolutely in love with all of the windows and I'm going to pop up my inspiration image here for what I'm thinking. Yeah, I want this to be a super dreamy, colorful, and really cozy, snug living area. And then we'll have the dining space on the other side. So entryway here, I'm standing in the living room, and then it's this gorgeous curved opening for the dining room and lots of boxes scattered throughout right now. I'll put in some clips of when it was empty, but more gorgeous windows, lots of beautiful old trees that line the street. I'll pop my inspiration images up. I really want it to be multifunctional. I want to try and turn it into a library. I think that this arch especially would be incredible with an entire wall of bookshelves that look into the living room. I would love. I'm hoping to be able to put bookshelves kind of on all the walls so that it really feels like a library room. But to make that happen and to make it really functional, I think I want to do like a big kind of bench seat or, you know, just window seat in general all along the side. It's right off the kitchen. I want to be able to be like cooking and people eating and hanging out and really like connect the two spaces as much as possible and make it really comfortable to do that. So we have living room, dining room, and now we're going into the kitchen, and this is the space that needs the most work. These floors, I'm not positive, but it does go up a little bit. I think that these were maybe put on top of the old floors. They either need to be sanded down and refinished because there's a lot of, you know, this discoloration throughout, or I might be brave and try to take this up and see what's underneath. And I know that they did some renovations, I think in the 90s. As you can tell by this, excuse the mess, I do have fish and they're currently, their home is usually kind of cute and aesthetic, but not at the moment. But this is where we're really wanting to make the most changes. It's also the place where the most original details were taken out. There's really nothing left of what the original kitchen was. These are, you know, very clearly like 80s, 90s tiles, something like that. So here's my mood board for the kitchen. I would love to do these floors. I don't know if that's in the cards or not, but the wood floors in the kitchen do worry me a bit. I would like to do tile since they are damaged. We'll see how that goes. Would love to do some faux beams on the ceiling. I really want to bring that like cottage-y feel into the kitchen. I'm kind of open design-wise right now. I don't know if I want to keep the cabinets wood or do new cabinets, stain them darker or paint them a fun color. Still open to design-wise, but these are all kitchens that I love the look and feel of. I want it to feel lived in. I want it to match the age of the home, but obviously, you know, be updated and improve the value of the home in general, because the kitchen is definitely the most dated area. And I need a good puppy feeding spot also, which I'm excited about. But yeah, so that's kind of the vibe that we're going for. We'll see what actually happens in here. And then we have this breakfast nook, which I'm very excited about. I think that will be so nice. We really want to do some like, you know, bench seating, just really make it a cozy nook. I think I could probably do something a bit bolder in here as well. Maybe a, you know, fun new floral wallpaper that isn't damaged. But yeah, this is kind of the sunroom. This is all south, so we get the nice southern light through here. So I'll probably let, you know, a bunch of my plants go in there, but I definitely want to take these guys out immediately. I really don't like the corner units, and I don't think it utilizes the space very well. So our big hope that will make the biggest change for this kitchen is to remove this little section here. There's a big wall that runs along the stairs, but right now, so there's like a gap where this furniture piece is placed, and then there's this little closet which does have the cute original ironing board. Since you guys know I sew, I am tempted by this, but doesn't utilize the space very well. So there's that little closet, and then right behind that there's this little section, and it's just another closet. And this house is chock full of storage, which I love, but it does mean that I could lose this little storage closet. This hopefully wall here. I also want to either add a window through that door or get a new door, because this is our beautiful backyard that I would like to have more of a view of. Oh, I'll show you guys the tree out there. It's so pretty, but we're standing in the kitchen and you could see out to the backyard still. So yeah, I really want to shorten this wall or remove it as much as possible and remove this little section here. And then we'll be able to have cabinets all against that wall. The footprint of this kitchen would just be so much larger, so much more space. We could possibly even put an island in the middle in that case. And then we really like the idea of opening up this more. So I would love to copy the same curved archway that we saw in here and do the same thing here, a little smaller. But let me know what you guys think about that. This one I'm a little bit torn on, but because we're going to be hosting in there, I just think it would be nice if it was, you know, more open between the two spaces. We also talked about just fully opening this, and then maybe where this is, kind of having it just be like a peninsula or island. Imagine you're going to be hosting a lot. And what would you do? So yeah, from there we have the hallway. This is the stairs that go up to the second level. And here we have another coat closet, which is great and has a bunch of cute built-in storage. Co's just helping us. We have that closet. We also have this storage closet, which will be really nice for, you know, like towels and linens and whatever else. It can also function as another coat closet. So much built-in storage in this house. I absolutely love it. And then we have the main floor bathroom here. We have not been able to confirm or deny if these are the original tiles or not. It's possible. This to me reads 1930s. This doesn't as much. I did try to, you know, Google image search. I found some results like in the 80s, so it's possible that these aren't. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. As of right now, I would like to try to keep them. I do want to get rid of the current wallpaper. I don't think it's doing this room any favors. And it does for sure look better on camera than it does in person. It's got, you know, a lot of wear and tear and some damage and, you know, gaps. I was thinking about maybe making this more of like a moody bathroom and really trying to let the tile stand out. Maybe doing, you know, a black or just a darker color up top and on the ceiling. Let me know what we think. But yeah, this was obviously put in more recently and is just fine. It could use some love, but it's probably going to stay mainly like this other than like styling and paint for quite a while, just based on like what we need to budget for. So there's this bathroom. Then we have the spare room, which I'm currently living in, is looking a bit messy. That looks out onto the backyard also. We're planning on this being the main guest suite. You know, our parents are getting older and all of our stairs are very steep, so we'd like them to be able to stay on the main floor. And then we have upstairs, which I love the light in here. It's so beautiful. And I love the view out back. Oh, I'm obsessed with this tree. This is the stairwell. These stairs are very steep and not to current code. I, you know, warn people so far when they come over that it doesn't feel quite natural compared to what our stairs are like now. But I love this space. It's so bright and airy, and I think I could have a lot of fun with it. My immediate inspiration is that one like cafe right by, I think it's right by the Louvre, or it's in Paris. I'll put a picture here where there's just like artwork everywhere and maybe plants and just making it kind of crazy in here and just really covering it in art and stuff. I think would be really, really fun. My cat absolutely loves it up here because you can just look right out the window if this was a cat sitting here. So this is his favorite spot. So from the hallway, we then have what is technically the master bathroom, because this is the master bedroom here. So this is the biggest thing that we're hoping to tweak eventually. We really want to expand this bathroom and make it bigger, because that would really add to the value of our lives and to, you know, the home in general. But this is it, and I am sad that we'll probably have to take this down eventually, because I actually really enjoy this tile. I really like the pink and maroon. I think it's really cool. So I think I might be able to keep it behind the toilet if nothing else. But this is the wall that we'll have to like break through to open it up more. So probably won't be here forever, but I'm gonna enjoy it while it's here, and I might have to just pay an homage to it when we do renovate it. And this has another pretty view of out back, but yeah, pretty small little bathroom here. And then we have this continuation of the stairwell with lovely built-in storage with some beautiful paper laid down. Ooh, yeah, can we tell that many different eras have passed in this home? This looks kind of 70s to me, or 60s, and then this looks 80s to me. Could be older though. I don't know. Japan. It's kind of pretty. But yeah, we have all these drawers, so this will be a nice little, you know, linen closet as well. And then we have the master bedroom, which is a great size, and I love it. So yeah, it's this big space here, and that's where that bathroom is. And our roof is very steep, so we have space back here that you probably won't really be able to see. Maybe you will. But there's space for us to break into to expand that bathroom. It would be a pretty expensive project, so I don't know how soon we'll be able to do it, but eventually. This is master bedroom, and then there are 2 walk-in closets, which I love. So this one will be mine, and this one will be my husband's. So my husband's is here. Yeah, this nice big space, and we'll, you know, add a lot more lines and storage and everything and make this really nice for him, but very big. And then there's this, which my realtor said was probably originally designed to be a nursery, but for me, it's going to be an incredible walk-in closet. So yeah, look at this little window. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. It's like, let me just put my hair out there and yell down to my prince. Yeah, I love it. Oh, and it's a beautiful day outside. Oh my gosh, I love this house. But yeah, so this will be a fun project as well eventually. Because it's just mine and because there's so much space, I'm probably gonna do some very girly nonsense in here. It might be pink. It might have to be pink. I'm thinking this might be a good place to do like some IKEA hacks, just like IKEA closeting in general. Make this really nice, maybe do like a little sitting area in the middle. I don't know if you guys have any big ideas for this. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I mean, I might have to just fully make this like the Rapunzel room. I don't know. What if I did like the Rapunzel star up here? I mean, I'm 33, but that's okay. But yeah, that's gonna be my princess closet room, which I'm very excited about. And I think we'll have a lot of fun doing whatever we want in this space too. I think there's lots of room to do some cool design things. I don't have a ton of design ideas in here yet, but in general, I think I like the bedroom to be a bit calmer, either like dark and cozy or more like bright and neutral. In our last house, if you've been on my channel, you know that I had like my whole sewing area in our bedroom because that was where we had room for it. And that just really made like half the space kind of stressful. And you know, sewing rooms just get messy. It's really hard to keep up with. We just didn't have enough space in our last place for the sewing things. So I'm really excited to be able to just have like our bed, nightstands, and clothes, and that's it. But yeah, just like very simple things in here and nothing else will be such a treat. Okay, so next up, we're back in the stairwell. Say hi, Chloe. Yeah, hi, Chloe. Hi. She loves her new house. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a rug on these stairs though, because she does kind of struggle with them. I mean, she does them fine, but I can tell that she's a little bit wary. Yeah, she's only got, you know, 4-inch legs and they're pretty tall, so. Anyway, this is then the other like spare room that I think we're going to treat as our office space. So there are these nice built-ins here, which I'm very excited about. And I think this will kind of act as both my desk and my, you know, girly vanity get ready area. And that way I won't have to have all my stuff in that tiny bathroom because I know I'll take that over and my husband will have no room, which will not be nice for him. So I think I'll do that. And then we'll probably put my husband's desk on one of these walls. And we were talking about maybe doing some sort of Murphy bed in here, which would be really nice, or even like a nicer pull-out couch situation so that this could still act as a guest room as well. But the main function will definitely be, you know, for us. But it would be nice if we had a second one ready to go as well. And there's a good sized closet in this room as well, which is great. Oh, Chloe. Now, let me take you to the basement, which is mostly finished. I will, just keep going. See, she pauses whenever we go up or down the stairs. She like wants to make sure that I'm really gonna stay on whatever level I'm going to before she bothers using them. Which is not like her. She's usually just 3 inches from my feet at all times. So yeah, I don't think she loves these. Oh, pumpkin. So yeah, we go through the kitchen, by the back door, and then we have the basement. So mostly finished, like I said. These, you know, I'm definitely not gonna keep gray. I hate gray in general. I am a millennial and the millennial gray gene completely missed me because I've always hated gray. But anyway, I think we can make this bright and fun. Again, more artwork on the walls, maybe a gallery wall, something fun to not make it feel like a dark, dingy basement as you walk down, because that is always a bad feeling. But throughout this whole basement, they did vinyl fake wood. I don't know what it is. They're like still kind of planks. I haven't decided. I don't hate the floors. The floors might be fine. This paneling, however, is not real wood. Not real wood. So don't get precious with me, people who like the wood paneling. I also like pretty wood paneling, like, you know, British old castle wood paneling. But this stuff, no. My quick fix idea is to paint it white, and it will just look like shit black, which isn't really my style, but I like it better than this. It's also very yellow tone, very yellow and orange down here. But anyway, at least it's finished. At least a lot of the work is done. I'll take that. You know, I can fix the aesthetics of things. So this is all like utility stuff in there. And our third bathroom in here, we've got more of the wood paneling and kind of crazy layout, crazy choices in here. But you know, just use your vision. We're gonna make it cute eventually. But this is the space so far. Teeny tiny squished in toilet and shower, and the shower is so dark. Right now, my house doesn't have hot water in the main cute bathroom that I showed you. So I've been having to use this one, and my friends, it is far too dark in there. So if any of you have experience with a dark shower and have found a waterproof light that you like, or some sort of solution that isn't a Parks and Rec shock wire situation, let me know, because I need a solution quickly. This is not how I would have laid out this bathroom, you know, but this is what we're working with. So I think because it's a third bathroom and because we want to do a big bathroom project upstairs, it's probably going to stay like this. I'm just going to have to dress it up. It's going to need paint and wallpaper and, you know, shelves and fixtures and whatever we can do to make this space look cuter. But it is fairly spacious, you know, there's plenty of room here to have fun with. So we'll see about that. That's this bathroom. And then we have what they were using as the movie room, and I think we'll probably do the same. So it's this space here, and that's the backyard. It gets pretty good natural light actually during the day, luckily. There's it with the light on. So not huge, but enough room in here for, you know, a couch and a TV. We'll have to figure out the layout. They were using this, I think they rented it out for a while, and they were using this as like a second living space. So they put a closet in the middle of this like big space. So there's another, you know, kind of bigger area back there. They put a cedar closet, which, yes, cedar closet, great for clothes. I'm very tempted to keep it, but it's very ill placed. But yeah, we want to remove this closet, we think, because then if we did, we would just have a really big open space to play with here and here. So right now it's basically kind of cut with like a peninsula of closet in the middle of it. The ceilings are a little bit sad in here. They drop down lower. Husband's dream, and I support it right now, is to make this like a fun like game room, billiards room, do like a pool table. And maybe we could even have it feel kind of speakeasy down here and just have this be the cozy movie snug. So we'll see. We're gonna have fun in this basement one way or another. Let me know what you guys think we can do with these spaces. If you're having any light bulb moments of inspiration of what should be done, let me know before it's too late. Okay, so we have the bathroom and the stairwell, utility room, and then we have an absolutely giant laundry room. Again, this was kind of being used as a secondary living space, so I think it was sort of a kitchenette. I've got my cat's food and stuff up there right now, but this is where the laundry hookup is, so our laundry machines will be there, and we just have tons and tons of space. And I'm going to make this a little cat haven. Right now, it looks a little sad. I just have his litter box in there. But I feel like it's just made to be a cute little Kovu kitty area. So that could be a fun project. I'm torn about where I want my sewing room. I might either do it upstairs in like the office that I was talking about, or I might do it in here because I'll be right by the laundry. It has tons of space. I could put like a big table in the middle here for me to do all my, you know, fabric cutting and all that stuff. Or I could make this room my sewing space. The only problem with this one is it doesn't get any natural light, whereas this one still has a couple windows. This currently has all these like built-in storage bits here, which would be nice for, you know, perhaps all my fabric storage and all the sewing accoutrement and all my other crafty things. So right now when I look at this, I see a craft room. Obviously it could also be another bedroom, or, you know, there's all kinds of things we could do with this. The ceiling is very ugly and sad. If any of you have had ceilings like this and fixed it, let me know what you did. Let me know the solution here that isn't $1 million. So yeah, so this is maybe craft room, I don't know, another room for us to do something with, connected to this giant laundry room. Okay, so that was the inside of my house. Now I'm going to show you the backyard quickly. So we come out from that kitchen door, and then we have this nice covered patio that's lifted, which I think will be so nice for all seasons. I can't wait to decorate this and make it super cute, and hopefully have some climbing plants that grow up on all this metal work is my hope. Maybe like the cute French bistro chairs is what I keep picturing though. Kind of outdoor cafe is what I am seeing when I look out here. And then yeah, this is just the backyard, which I've spent the last week fixing up. Trimmed all of the trees and, you know, did the yard and cleaned out all of the, you know, dead plants and weeds and all kinds of stuff. This was all pretty chaotic back here, so it's looking much better now. I just wanted to get started, so I didn't bring you along for all that, but these are all the plants that I have that I'm going to be planting up soon in my lovely garden beds over there, my lovely raised beds. Lots of space to garden. I'm trying to see, you know, what they already have planted, of course, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do a lot in there of what I want to do. But can we just talk about this tree? Is this not the most magical fairy tree you've ever seen? This backyard is not huge by any means. I think we have, I don't even know, I think the whole property is on 1/4 of an acre or something. It's not big, but it's plenty of space for us. And I'm actually really excited because I've always wanted to have like a cottage garden, and some of the properties we looked at were much bigger backyards, and I just thought there's no way I can afford to like fill up a big space like that, like you have to do to get that like cottage-y look. But I think with this size that I can actually manage it. So I'm hoping for that. Can't wait to continue working on stuff. I've already, in the past 5 days, that's pretty much all I've been doing because I haven't had any of my stuff to move in, so I've just been working in the garden. And I love it. I enjoy it so much. I've already gotten so much fulfillment and joy out of the little that I've done out here. So yeah. Okay, so that was the tour of my mostly empty house. I've also done a lot of gardening work and stuff in the front, but I just don't know safety-wise how best to share the front of my house, or if I should at all. So that one might just have to be between myself and the house. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little tour, and stick around if you want to see everything that I do to turn this house into my dreamy cottage-y home. I'm so excited. If you're already a subscriber of mine, thank you so much for being here. I'm so sorry I've taken such a long leave of absence. Many things have happened behind the scenes that just haven't made it possible for me personally to put videos out, but now that I'm here and settled, I really want to continue sharing my makes with you, whether that be making my home, DIYs in general, or my typical sewing content. So I hope you'll stick around. If you're not subscribed yet, hit subscribe. We're gonna do fun things over here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.